Hello everyone, this is Creating Craziness, and today we're playing Herald. So we're out of the captain's lodge, or wherever that is, and we can go back. Let's look at some things here.
Not one, but two large ornate compasses stood on the poop deck near the ship's wheel. Protectorate design seems to favor perfect symmetry.
Poop deck? Is that what it's called? Why is it called poop deck? After this I have to find out what does poop deck mean. Guess that's funny. Oh. Or maybe not. English is not my first language, so I don't know. Maybe there's a reason it's called poop deck. Let's talk to Ahmad Shaban. Not.
I was quite often tempted to take over the wheel and sail us on a random course towards adventure, but that wouldn't have been a smart move.
No, it wouldn't have been. Who knows? Who knows where we would end up? Maybe like Titanic. There'd be an iceberg and boom! There goes the ship. So, no, don't touch the wheel. Don't touch it. Not for you. Even as a captain, I don't think you have to know how to steer a ship. I think. Let's look before we speak. The wheels?
The bilge pump on the weather deck was used every day. Even in good weather, some water tends to end up below decks.
Oh, I didn't know that. But water could go below deck. I mean, there is a grate here, so if the ship goes to one side or the other, it can go in. I presume. I don't know. I've never been on a boat. Let's talk to Arthur Foss. Why would I miss?
Looking through the grate, I could see the gun deck below.
We have guns. If we might need it. So let's talk to Aaron Ludlow.
That, Devon, was Senator Lewis Morton.
Good for him.
Did you see the look on his face when I told him the captain opened his letter? Pure agony.
I mean, I would be the same if someone opened my private letters. I mean, who the hell thinks he is? Besides, his minister. And he is supposed to have his privacy. I thought that what Ludlow had done was inappropriate.
Was it really necessary to tell him that?
He would have found out sooner or later anyway. People have a hard time adjusting to life outside the capital. On the open sea, the rules tend to change, but customs don't change with them. Mr. Morton is a prime example of that, and you will probably experience the same.
Why?
The trick, though, is to accept change. It's something that people like Morton will never understand. But you might.
Wonder why Ludlow thought I could accept the change.
What makes you believe I will?
There's a reason I picked you from the lot. I rarely choose anybody who is unfit for a life at sea.
How would you know that? I mean, I know you probably must have worked years, but what? Instinct?
Now for your tour. Welcome aboard His Lordship's vessel, Herald.
The name! The Herald. No, just the Herald.
A Cromwellian-class Protectorate clipper launched in 1851.
That chicken doesn't impose a lot of any fear to anyone. It's a chicken. Sorry, a rooster. At least I wouldn't be scared of a rooster.
As one of the fastest sailing ships in the mercantile fleet, she can reach a top speed of 18 knots. During her short life, she has already set multiple records sailing to the colonies and back along the famous Indigo route.
I have no idea how much a knot is.
Really? How fast is 18 knots exactly?
A knot is the equivalent of 1 nautical mile per hour. Since a nautical mile is a little over a regular mile, it means the Herald can sail at approximately 21 miles per hour.
And since I don't live in the United States, I have no idea how much is a mile. Only know kilometer, so I remain the same. Oh wait, that's what Google is for. So apparently, 21 miles is 30.796224 kilometers. It's not bad, I mean, for a ship. Yeah, that was a bit of research, because I don't know what mile are. It's quite inconvenient since the rest of the world uses kilometers, but the only ones that use miles is the United States, so quite inconvenient. Let's continue on.
And before you start, we still use imperial measurement at sea. Metric is yet to catch on in the Navy. Proof that even sailors have a hard time adjusting to certain changes. Now let's move on to the deckhouse.
Let's look at these gears.
As strapping as sailors come, even they can't lift most cargo without the use of a dolly winch.
So this is a dolly winch?
The Cromwellian-class ship type is named after one of the Protectorate's founding fathers, Oliver Cromwell. These ships are merchant clippers, built with trade in mind. Making money is their sole purpose. The Herald is an indigo clipper, which means she mainly takes shipments of indigo powder to the Protectorate homeland.
So it must carry a lot of powder then.
With this powder, we make the paint that coats the hulls of our ships, and the dye that gives the fabric of our clothes its bright blue hue.
Yeah, I've seen there is a lot of blue everywhere. Ask Gladlow about the importance of the trade. I mean, you should know.
I don't really get it. Why is blue paint so important?
You've lived in the capital, Devan. Never noticed the rooftops of its buildings or the clothes of its people?
Oh my god, even on the roofs? That's a little bit exaggerated, if you ask me. I mean, come on. Now the clothes is okay, but roofs? A bit too much. Way too much.
Everything has been colored blue there. The color blue touches on much that the Protectorate holds dear. And indigo is made from a plant that produces the only known blue dye that withstands heavy wear. Until anybody finds a cheaper substitute, the indigo trade remains an invaluable part of our economy.
So, if anyone were to, attack the ship, it would probably do a lot of damage to their economy. At least that's what he's saying. I don't understand why indigo was so important.
Such an infrastructure just to create paint? There are people starving. Can't we ship more food instead?
I think he's right. Food is always good.
You should not see it that way. People with money make the world go round.
He is kind of right.
After all, the Protectorate is built upon free market principles that foster progress through supply and demand. Its people get paid an equal share for the work they do, and with this money they are free to do with as they wish. I am not fond of life on shore, but even I can see that the system works. For most people, at least.
The rich people, you mean?
Now, onto the bow of the ship.
Let's talk to Shangao Shu. Or not. Oh, it must be. If it's heavy, it's probably not very easy. Mathieu Parolo. Probably said that so wrong. I presume this is, yes, this is Daniel. And you, Bernard O'Brien, O'Byrne. I'm not ready for what you want me to be. But
The lifeboats of the Herald had a capacity of 12 persons per boat. This was just enough to carry all the crew and passengers that were currently on board.
just enough? There are only 12 people? Or the booze?
Taking a short break to get water from the scuttlebutt was usually just an excuse to congregate with fellow sailors. But I was wise enough not to stretch this privilege, not wanting the captain getting cranky with me.
Oh, so it's just wine. I thought it was booze. Who knows? I mean, sailors are supposed to always be drunk. Or is it just pirates? I think that it's just pirates. Well, rich people probably can stay here. So that was what? Chickens!
All day long you could hear the chickens cackle. Though the meat was reserved for friends of the captain, their eggs were a special treat for the crew at weekends.
Not bad, but then they could at least eat the eggs. So, treat. What is that?
There was one particular corner on the main deck where the captain couldn't see you from the poop or front deck. Littered with boxes, barrels and sacks, it provided cover for those in a bit of a lazy mood.
Like this ones? They were talking and boozing?
We are standing on the weather deck right now, where you will work every day ensuring the safe passage to the colonies. You will be tasked with tying the knots, reefing the sails, and swabbing the decks.
Not bad. Could be worse.
There will be no talking to first-class passengers, no idling around the ship at night, no begging, no fighting, no stealing, and most of all, don't get caught trespassing.
What will happen if we trespass?
Now that sounds like a lot for you to worry about, right?
Didn't think it would be a problem. Then it's not that hard. You do your work, you get free passage. Or a little bit of money, I don't know what their arrangement was.
I'll manage.
That's what I thought. Don't worry, it'll get tedious soon enough. Keep in mind that the dining saloon in the deckhouse is only for first-class passengers and officers during this trip.
Also, that's why it was blocked. But most probably we'll go inside, since this is a game.
This was a special request by Senator Morton, so please steer clear from the saloon if you want to keep out of trouble.
So the senator had the letters got opened. This is going to be fun.
Anyone without a blue coat should just use the service stairs through this door here. Now, is there anything in particular you would like to know?
I wonder what happened if I broke a rule.
What happens if I break any of these rules?
A minor mistake usually only gets you a warning. But you are in quite some trouble if your mistake can be deemed a criminal offense. Then punishment usually consists of flogging. The number of lashes depends on the severity of the committed crime.
Oh.
Now just go through this door, past the officers' cabins, and you'll find the service stairs on your right-hand side. Down those stairs you'll find the crew's quarters and your bed. That concludes the tour, Devan. I hope you enjoyed it. I will have to stay out here. I'm on watch tonight. The boatswain will wake you up tomorrow morning to prepare you for the day. Good night.
Good night. Let's go up and see.
The capstan is a rotating device that is used to apply force to ropes, cables, and hawsers. But I've heard that some captains tie disobedient sailors to it, with their arms and legs spread across the levers.
Oh, that's a bad captain. Or evil one. Nothing else? Nothing else.
But I don't want to. And take this thing back.
What is going on?
But Ian, it's a gift.
He looks like the captain. A little. That the scrawny hair.
I don't need it. I don't need any of this.
Oh.
Fuck.
That was bad.
Get out.
He's pissed.
I didn't mean to.
Also, no, we're sorry.
Get out.
Let's look around.
I wondered if everything was all right inside.
Knock on the door. I think it's better if we knock. He's pissed. We shouldn't enter without warning. So, let's knock.
Go away, Ian.
Not Ian.
If you want to apologize for the compass, then now is not the right time.
Oh, so he broke a compass. That was a present, probably. Introduce myself as the new sailor. I think that's better to start with.
Excuse me, it's Devan Rensburg, sir. The new sailor? I just wanted to check if everything was all right.
Rupert Brunswick, First Officer and Navigator. Nice to meet you, Rensburg. Welcome aboard.
Thank you, sir.
I'm sorry for my tone. I didn't mean to be rude.
I think it's okay. He was pretty pissed.
I do appreciate your concern.
Are you sure, Brunswick, that I wasn't bothered by his manners?
It's all right, sir. Nice to meet you too.
Well, I'm fine now. But let me give you some expert advice, dear boy. Be careful whom you trust on board.
Why is that?
Some people might not be worthy of your friendship. Keeping to yourself will save you from disappointment.
Good to know.
Now, off to bed. It's very late.
But I think that's enough for today. Thank you everyone for watching. Till the next time. Bye.